All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are going to unpack the complete blueprint for what might be one of the most delicious business ideas I've ever come across, turning India's favorite flavor into your very own brand.
I mean, really think about that for a second. That tangy, savory, absolutely addictive punch you get from a great plate of chaat, or when you sprinkle some masala on fresh fruit. What if you could capture that very essence, perfect it, and actually sell it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to map out today.
So what is this magic flavor we're talking about? It's chapata. And it's not just one simple taste. It's this perfect, delicate balance. You've got tangy, you've got savory, a little bit of spice, a little bit of salt. It is, and I'm not exaggerating, the heart and soul of Indian snacking culture.
And this right here, this is where you see the massive opportunity. On one side, you have the big mass-market brands. A lot of them use things like citric acid and cheap fillers. But on the other side, you've got the authentic seasoning you can create using real, natural ingredients like Amchur, that's dried green mango powder, to deliver a truly amazing, complex flavor. That giant gap in the middle, that's where your business is born.
So who are we selling this to? Well, you've got a two-pronged attack here. First, you're targeting other businesses, B2B. Think about your local chat vendors, juice shops, maybe even small snack makers who need a consistent, high-quality seasoning. And second, you're selling directly to consumers, B2C, to every home cook out there who wants to bring that authentic street food kick into their own kitchen.
You can see the potential, right? So let's get down to it. Let's move into Section 1, crafting the actual business blueprint that's going to be the foundation for all your success.
Look at this, it lays it all out perfectly. This is your sweet spot. The big brands, they're pricey, sitting around 60 to 80 rupees per 100 grams. Then you have the local, unbranded sellers who are cheap, but the quality can be, a bit inconsistent. And then there's you. You slide right into that perfect middle ground, offering premium quality at a great value price, somewhere around 50 to 55 rupees. You're not the cheapest, you're the smartest.
Okay, but here's the million-dollar question, right? How do you know if anyone will actually buy it? Simple. You don't guess, you test. And this is a foolproof three-step validation. Step 1, give free samples to 10 local food vendors. Step 2, just wait 1 week. Step 3, if 3 or more of them contact you asking to buy more, congratulations. You've just proven you have a real business on your hands.
Now for the legal stuff, but don't worry, we're keeping it super simple. If you're starting this journey all by yourself, a sole proprietorship is the easiest way to go. It's you, your name, the business, all one and the same. But if you've got a partner, or if you want to protect your personal assets, like your house, from any business debts, then an LLP, a limited liability partnership, is definitely the smarter choice.
All right, your blueprint is done. You've passed the validation test. Now it's time to build the place where all the magic is going to happen. Welcome to Section 2, where we set up your very own spice workshop. Look, when it comes to food, you cannot mess around with compliance. Trust is everything. So this checklist, it's absolutely non-negotiable. FSSAI registration proves your product is safe. You'll need GST if you plan to sell online, a local trade license gives you permission to operate, and UDIAM registration can really help you get business loans later on.
And you can forget about picturing some giant expensive factory. You don't need that to start. A 300 to 500 square foot space is absolutely perfect as long as it meets these critical conditions. It has to be dry, completely moisture-free, and pest-controlled. And a simple layout with separate zones for your raw materials, your blending process, and your packaging will keep everything clean and super efficient.
Let's talk money, specifically the biggest single purchase you'll need to make. Your most important piece of equipment, by far, is a commercial pulverizer or grinder. This is the machine that turns your raw spices into that beautiful, fine, consistent powder. And the best part? You can get a really solid one for around 50,000 rupees max. That's a totally manageable investment to get started.
And after that one bigger purchase, well, the rest of your essential kit is even more affordable. As you can see here, a professional band sealer for your pouches is about 15,000 rupees, and a good, precise digital weighing scale, only about 2,000. All of a sudden, setting up a pro-level workshop feels very, very achievable, doesn't it?
Okay, the workshop is set up, the equipment is in, now for the really fun part. Let's get to the heart of the operation. Section 3 is all about turning that raw powder into actual profit.
This is basically your day-to-day workflow broken down into 6 really clear steps. You source the best ingredients you can find, you clean them thoroughly, and then, step 3. This is where your magic happens. This is your secret recipe, your unique value, your secret sauce. After a strict quality check, you package it all up professionally and get it out the door. Simple, methodical, and totally repeatable.
So, where's your money going each month on a regular basis? This is what we call working capital. And as you can see, the huge majority of it goes to the raw materials themselves. What this tells you is that finding a reliable, well-priced supplier is one of the most critical things you can do to manage your cash flow and stay profitable.
Now listen up, because if you only remember one thing from this entire explainer, please make it this. Do not, I repeat, do not try to be the cheapest. It is a race to the bottom that you will never win. Instead, compete on what actually matters, superior taste, and the purity of your ingredients. That is how you build a real brand with loyal customers.
Your product is amazing. Your production line is running. But a great product doesn't sell itself, right? So how do we get people to know about it and actually buy it? Welcome to Section 4, where we turn you into a local hero.
Your winning strategy here is simple but so powerful. Go deep, not wide. Focus intensely on a 50-mile radius around your workshop. The goal is to dominate your local market first. Become the go-to must-have brand in your town, your city, your district. This is how you build a rock-solid foundation for future growth.
And you don't need a massive marketing budget to do this. Here are 2 brilliant, super low-cost tactics. Offline, give your vendors custom stickers for their spice jars that say, powered by your brand name. It's free advertising right where people are tasting your product. Online, use hyper-targeted Facebook and Instagram ads that are only shown to people who live right there in your sales territory. It's smart, it's efficient, and it works.
So you're up and running. Sales are coming in. What's next? In our final section, let's look at the future, your roadmap for growth, and cover one absolutely critical warning.
See, this isn't just a dream, it's a tangible plan. Look at how this can unfold. In your first 6 months, your goal is to lock in 50 local vendors and get into 20 retail stores. By the end of year 1, you innovate by launching 3 new flavors. And by year 2, you're ready to double your radius and start selling online through giants like Amazon. It's a clear, achievable path to scaling up.
And before we finish, please listen to this. This is a business-saving secret that so many beginners get wrong. Moisture is the #1 enemy of sour seasonings. It will make your beautiful powder clump into a solid brick. This is completely non-negotiable. You must invest in high-barrier, moisture-proof packaging to protect your product and, more importantly, your reputation.
So there you have it, a complete step-by-step blueprint to launch your very own sour seasoning business. The opportunity is real, the path is clear, and the investment is manageable. The blueprint is yours now. The only question left is, what amazing flavor are you going to create first?